In a world lit by lanterns, justice was anything but clear. Real stories, real people. This is 19th century true crime. This is the case of the servant girl Annihilator. In 1884, long before skyscrapers or smartphones, Austin, Texas was a rising city, but something terrible was creeping through its streets. At night, the gas lights would flicker, and people started whispering about the strange things happening to the servant girls. One by one, young women began to vanish, quietly, mysteriously, from locked homes and quiet rooms. These weren't random disappearances. Most of them worked as live-in housemaids, tucked away behind grand homes, always alone. No broken locks, no cries for help, just a room left cold, and an eerie stillness that lingered long after. When these women were found, it was clear they hadn't simply vanished. They had faced something cruel, something human or worse, each scene more disturbing than the last. The city began to fear the night itself. Whispers turned to panic. By the winter of 1884, people were sleeping with weapons by their beds. Newspapers called it hysteria, but women kept disappearing, and some who lived were never the same again. In 1885, the attacks grew bolder. One woman was taken from her own home in the middle of downtown. Another dragged into the backyard while her family slept inside. The city had no answers, only fear and footprints. Despite all the horror, the person responsible was never caught. Some blamed voodoo. Others said it was a butcher who knew how to vanish. But whoever it was, they seemed to vanish into the moonlight every single time. Christmas Eve, 1885. 2 women were taken in a single night. One lived in a cottage behind her employer's house. The other was only blocks away. Austin awoke to something unexplainable and unforgettable. And then it stopped. No arrests, no answers. The city quietly buried the story along with its ghosts. Some believe the person moved on, maybe to another country, maybe another name, or maybe they're still out there. 3 years later, across the ocean, a new story began. London, Whitechapel, someone doing similar things, a different name, a different city, but the same quiet dread. History calls him the servant girl Annihilator, but Austin residents just called him the Midnight Whisperer. And on quiet nights, if you walk alone, you might hear that whisper still.